Welcome to Coaching Insights. I'm David Rainoshek. Today we are going to talk about how juice feasting is training for healthy eating. Believe it or not, juice feasting is actually great for training for healthy eating after the juice feast. Now, if you water fast or juice fast, you won't really find a lot of these benefits accruing to you in the course of doing your cleanse. And that's not to say that water fasting or juice fasting are not fantastic, but there's something special that happens. There's a special constellation or basket of things that come together that actually train you to eat well after the juice feast while you're juice feasting. So let's go over those things right now. Number one, points of practice on drinking juice itself. When you're drinking your juice, you're having it like a meal on a juice feast, and this is really important for better eating practices after the juice feast. While you're juice feasting, drinking your juice a quart at a time every 3 hours or half a quart every 90 minutes and having it like a meal means that you're protecting your teeth and gums, and you're also allowing some time in between juices so that your digestive fire can build back up and you'll digest and assimilate your juices the best. So this protects you from doing something that we tend to do after juice feasts or outside of doing cleanses, which is munching all day long. I've done it, you've done it, we've all done it. I would sit there at my keyboard and do research for the juice feasting program, be on the phone, at least back in the earlier years of my coaching, I'd be on the phone like this and sitting there, possibly having something to snack on or in between calls. And we tend to do this throughout our day. This is hard on our teeth and gums. This doesn't allow our digestive fire to get fully invigorated so that we can properly digest and assimilate our foods. So when you have your juices like a meal, 1 quart every 3 hours or half a quart every 90 minutes, and then you're done with it, you're allowing your digestive fire to build back up and you're putting in place the practice of not munching all day long. Meals are fine. Snacks are great. Munching all day long, really hard on your body. So that's the first point. Second one, you're resetting your taste buds. I have had clients over all my years of coaching tell me after a juice feast, I tasted a cucumber today and it tastes sweet. I can't believe it. Yes, cucumber tastes sweet. But when we've been on a super normal sense stimuli diet, like the Western processed food diet, the MIC diet, then our taste buds are thrown way off their normal native calibration. So your taste buds are recalibrating during a juice feast. And that means that you're not going to crave excessively the supernormal foods that are out there, the hypernormal tastes that are out there. You'll actually enjoy the tastes of natural whole foods. You'll crave those, which we'll get back to in a minute. With that, you're resetting your neurotransmitters, things like dopamine and serotonin and a whole host of other ones, and the receptor sites across your body that are receiving the nutrients from your food and the messages from your food. They have been set way off by the frankenfoods of a Western food diet or a high glycemic diet. And so all that starts to come back into balance. And then your enjoyment of foods after the juice feast is in accord with a whole foods, more natural diet as opposed to a processed food diet. So this happens on a juice feast. And the reason this happens is because you're drinking 12 to 15 pounds of produce a day. Our third reason why juice feasting is training for healthy eating after a juice feast is that you're filling in nutritional gaps and deficiencies. This is because of the 12 to 15 pounds of produce that you're juicing every day. It's also because of add-ins like spirulina or chlorella or vitamin green or other green superfood powder complexes that you've got integrated into your juice feasting program. And when you fill in those nutritional gaps and deficiencies, you are, in effect, fulfilling the orders that every part of your body is placing. Your body is placing orders for a wide variety of nutrients. And if those nutrient orders are not getting fulfilled through your diet, then your body will keep placing those orders. It's as if you ordered something over Amazon.com. It's as if you ordered something over Amazon.com and the order didn't come when they said it was going to come. And then you waited for a week and it still didn't come to the house. And you start calling Amazon or emailing them or texting them on your phone. You're like, where's my order? And after a while you get agitated and you start placing that order in a more strong way. You're texting, you're calling, you're placing your agitation on Twitter and saying, why is Amazon not bringing what I ordered to my house? Your body is doing this too. So it could be vitamin B12, it could be special fats like EPA and DHA, it could be a simple order for something like iron or enough salt in your diet. It's a whole host of nutrients, of course, that our bodies need, and our bodies are placing orders for these things all the time. But if the orders aren't fulfilled, then excessive cravings come around. So we are diminishing those intense cravings by filling in nutritional gaps and deficiencies in the course of a juice feast. Number 4, we're eradicating opportunists like Candida that cause you to crave high sugar foods. And we're doing this in several different ways. One is that our juices on a juice feast are lower on the glycemic index. They're mostly green vegetable juice. Lots of celery, cucumber, leafy greens, other vegetables like root vegetables, but also things like garlic, which helps to eradicate Candida and other opportunists that cause you to crave sugar. Sauerkraut is also on the juice feasting program, loaded up with probiotics. Trillions of live cultures per tablespoon in sauerkraut. Sauerkraut you can consider like your probiotic military, going down into your intestinal tract and colon and eradicating the bad guys. Lastly, for eradicating opportunists during a juice feast, we are integrating periodic intermittent fasting into your juice feast. So if you haven't heard about this yet, go over to the Juice Feasting Motivation group and you can see my postings about that. But we're not just juice feasting, but every third or fourth day, you have the option of integrating a intermittent fast in there, which brings down insulin levels, brings down blood sugar levels, helps to calm the adrenals, turns the body on to things like autophagy, meaning burning up dead and dying cells that the body doesn't need anymore. And this actually helps to eradicate Candida as well. Lower blood sugar levels, lower insulin levels, and being off carbohydrate completely for 24 to 36 hours starves out things like Candida and other opportunists that rely on sugar to perpetuate in your system. Number 5, craving the foods that will keep you well. So when you're doing 12 to 15 pounds of produce into juice every day, these are the foods that your body becomes familiar with. It starts to ask for more of them. You go into the kitchen in the morning and you're asking your body, what do you want today? You go to the grocery store and you look over the entire produce section and you're asking your body, what do I want this week? And it might be red bell pepper this week, or way more ginger, or whole heads of garlic, or a special kind of leafy green. So you are getting in accord with what your body is looking for during a juice feast, and your body is starting to ask for the things that it's already being fed with, and ask for more of those things, and to seek out more of that kind of thing. Plant foods. So it is not unusual at all in a juice feast for any of us to think about an avocado at some point in the juice feast and go, oh my goodness, for an avocado, oh, I'd give part of my left arm. Yeah. So the foods that we tend to think about for after the juice feast, while we're juice feasting, increasingly become the foods that are going to keep us well after the juice feast. Number 6, intermittent fasting. I just mentioned this before, but doing intermittent fasting during a juice feast trains you how to do intermittent fasting after the juice feast. This is a powerful way to, again, reduce insulin levels, reduce blood sugar levels, reduce inflammatory markers, give the digestive system a break, and give the body all the permission it needs to go after dead and dying cells and to turn on cell apoptosis, which is the killing off of cancerous cells, and things like that. There's a whole host of benefits. We'll do this in another video. It's a whole host of benefits to doing intermittent fasting. But one of those is keeping your weight trimmed. So this is a big question after a juice feast. How do I maintain the gains that I've made on the juice feast? One of a constellation of things that you can do after the juice feast is to design into your life periodic intermittent fasts. Once or twice a week, where you just take a 24-hour period, might be from lunch to lunch, and you just say, I'm eating lunch today. I'm not having anything else for the rest of the day except for electrolyte water. I'm going to get up tomorrow morning, have more of that water, and then I'll have lunch again. And that carves out a nice 24-hour period for your body to go ahead and do the things that your body does in the midst of an intermittent fast. It's easy, it's highly effective, and I highly recommend it. And for today, that sums up why juice feasting is training for healthy eating after a juice feast. If you find this video helpful, if you know other people that would benefit from the teaching that I'm doing here in the Coaching Insights series, please share this video, send people over to the Juice Feasting YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button down below. Click on the notification bell so that you'll be alerted when new sessions come up for Coaching Insights. Thanks for coming on. I'll see you again soon.